Did you know that over 75% of car breakdowns happen not because of old age, but due to poor maintenance habits? Most people assume cars naturally die out at around 150,000 miles, but that's just not true. In fact, with the right care, your vehicle can easily last beyond 300,000 miles without a single major repair. In today's video, we're breaking down the 13 most powerful car maintenance habits that seasoned mechanics and smart drivers follow religiously. You'll also learn about one dangerous myth that's silently destroying turbo engines. And at the end, a bonus tip that even experienced car owners often forget. But it can save you thousands. Stick around, because this is the kind of insider info that dealerships don't want you to know. Let's start with habit number 1. Don't blindly follow the manufacturer's oil change intervals. Sure, that 10,000-mile oil change recommendation might look good on paper, less hassle, fewer visits to the shop, but in reality, it can cost you an engine. Many manufacturers push longer intervals to make ownership look cheaper during the warranty period. But after 100,000 miles, guess who's footing the repair bill? You are. Most expert mechanics agree that 5,000 miles or every 6 months with full synthetic oil is the real sweet spot, especially if you drive in traffic, tow heavy loads, or live in hot or dusty environments. Stick to the manual and you might save a couple of oil changes, but risk sludge buildup, worn seals, and catastrophic engine failure. Manufacturers want to sell new cars. They're not in the business of helping your engine last forever. You are. Habit number 2. Change your transmission fluid. Most drivers don't even think about their transmission until it starts slipping, and by then, it's usually too late. Transmission fluid doesn't get topped off like engine oil, and it doesn't always look bad when it's dying. But by 60,000 miles, it's usually filled with microscopic clutch dust, metal particles, and varnish that act like liquid sandpaper inside your gearbox. If you wait for symptoms, you've already waited too long. A smart drain and fill every 60,000 miles, or 90,000 for hybrids, can help your transmission last the life of the vehicle. Just remember, if the car has never had it done and is pushing high mileage, avoid flushing it. A flush can dislodge gunk that's holding everything together. And always use OEM fluid, Toyota WS for Toyotas, Honda ATF DW1 for Hondas. Generic fluid might save a few bucks up front, but it could cost you a transmission. Habit 3 is one most people completely forget. Flush your coolant every 5 years or 50,000 miles. Modern coolant might be labeled long life, but it doesn't last forever. After years of heat cycling, even the best coolant becomes acidic. Once that happens, it stops protecting your engine and starts eating away at it, literally. This can lead to rusted water pumps, destroyed seals, clogged heater cores, and even head gasket failure. If you've ever seen white smoke from your exhaust or experienced mysterious coolant loss, that's not normal aging. It's the result of neglected coolant. Whether you drive a Ford, Toyota, or hybrid, this rule holds true. Flush your coolant before your engine starts screaming for help. Habit number 4. Replace the timing belt before it breaks. Most drivers don't think about the timing belt until it's too late. But this hidden rubber belt is one of the most critical components in your engine. If it snaps while you're driving, pistons can slam into valves, causing catastrophic engine damage that could cost you $3,000 to $5,000 or more. Most timing belts should be replaced every 60,000 to 100,000 miles, or every 7 to 10 years. Even if you don't drive much, heat and time degrade the belt. And here's a pro tip. When you replace the timing belt, change the water pump too. It's usually right next to it and saves you a lot of labor costs down the line. Next up, keep your spark plugs fresh. Worn spark plugs can lower your gas mileage by up to 30%. They create weak sparks that fail to ignite fuel properly, leading to poor combustion, sluggish acceleration, and rough idle. Most cars need new spark plugs every 60,000 to 100,000 miles depending on the type. Iridium lasts longer than copper. Pay attention to signs like misfires, shaky engines, or a raw gas smell from the exhaust. And if you pull a spark plug and see oil or coolant on it, that's a red flag that something bigger may be wrong. Replacing spark plugs regularly keeps your engine running clean and powerful. Habit 6 is often skipped. Replace your fuel filter. As you drive, your fuel system picks up dirt, rust, and tiny particles that clog the fuel filter and overwork your pump. Eventually, the pump gives out, and you're looking at a $1,000 repair. Replacing the fuel filter every 30,000 to 60,000 miles on older vehicles, or up to 100,000 miles on newer cars with in-tank filters, can prevent this entirely. When replacing it, always relieve the fuel pressure first by pulling the fuse and running the engine until it shuts off, and work in a well-ventilated area. Gasoline fumes are no joke. Habit number 7, brake fluid flush every 2 to 3 years. Most people ignore brake fluid, but it's a silent killer. It absorbs moisture over time, lowering its boiling point drastically. New .3 brake fluid boils around 400 gallons, but with enough water content, it can drop to 200 ml. That's dangerous in stop-and-go driving, where brakes heat up fast. Spongy pedals and longer stopping distances are signs you've waited too long. Use a $20 brake fluid tester. Just dip it in, press a button, and check the moisture level. If it reads over 3%, it's time to flush. Let's talk about habit number 8, regular differential and transfer case service. These are crucial parts of your drivetrain that most drivers forget even exist. They help transfer engine power to the wheels, especially in all-wheel or rear-wheel drive vehicles. The oil inside these components gets thick and dirty over time, reducing efficiency and risking damage. Change this fluid every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. It's a simple process. Drain the old oil, refill with manufacturer-approved gear oil, and reseal. Having a mechanic show you the first time is a great idea. Habit 9, clean your mass airflow sensor. This tiny sensor controls your air-fuel mixture, and when it gets dirty, your engine runs rough, accelerates poorly, and gets worse gas mileage. A faulty MAF can even trigger codes like P0100 to P0104. Cleaning it is simple. Just remove it, spray with dedicated MAF cleaner, not brake or carb cleaner. Let it air dry and reinstall. You'll be amazed how much smoother your car drives afterward. Number 10 is a cheap fix that prevents expensive problems. Replace your PCV valve. This valve regulates crankcase pressure. When it fails, you get oil leaks, rough running, and higher oil consumption. Replace it every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. It usually costs $10–20 and takes 5 minutes to swap out. While you're at it, inspect the hose for cracks and replace if needed. Habit 11. Get your tires aligned every 15,000 miles or whenever you feel pulling or notice uneven tire wear. Misalignment can destroy your tires fast, wasting hundreds of dollars. A car that pulls to one side, has a crooked steering wheel, or shows uneven tread wear likely needs an alignment. It costs around $75–100 and will save your suspension, tires, and fuel economy. Now here's habit number 12, and it's one of the most misunderstood. Never rev your engine when it's cold. Oil takes time to circulate when you first start your car, especially in cold weather. Revving before it's fully lubricated causes metal-on-metal wear, especially in turbo engines. Just start your car, let it idle for 30 to 60 seconds, and drive gently until the engine warms up. Cold revving is one of the biggest killers of turbochargers. Don't let impatience ruin your engine. Habit 13. Wash your undercarriage every season, especially in winter. Road salt and grime build up fast and silently destroy your car's frame, suspension, brake lines, and exhaust. Even if it looks clean on the outside, underneath it could be rusting away. In snowy areas, wash the undercarriage at least monthly during winter. In coastal regions, salty air makes regular washes essential all year. And finally, here's your bonus tip, the one habit that separates smart owners from everyone else. Keep a maintenance logbook. Every time you change oil, rotate tires, flush coolant, or do any work, write it down. Dates, mileage, what was done. This log helps you spot patterns, catch early problems, and adds value when you sell the car. Buyers trust records. Mechanics respect them. Don't rely on memory. A $2 notebook or free phone app can save you thousands over the life of your car. Now that you know the 13 habits that can make your car last 300,000 miles or more, the only question is, how many are you following? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, subscribe and share it with someone who's about to ruin their engine by skipping oil changes. We've linked a free printable checklist below so you can stay on track. Until next time, drive smart, stay safe, and treat your car like it's worth 1,000,000 miles.